With the news tonight, I'm Royce and Drake. Thanks for joining us. Supply fire guts laborers' home. The origin of the fire is still to be determined, but it has left 7 persons homeless and the house of a laborer completely gutted. Eric Light said he was at work at Friendship when he got a call yesterday afternoon telling him that his house was on fire.
I was at work when I get a call, that my house on fire. So I called my friend standing there. So I'm going to check on them children for me, make sure everything all right. But then when he coming up the road, he said, "Boy, it's fire for real." I said about the children, they're all right and stuff like that. Hard, I never expect well, you know what I mean? And it's work I went. I never expect well, getting a phone call here and something like this.
So around what time the fire?
Light said nothing was safe from the house. He recalls his wife and 4 children being home at the time of the fire, but the children were asleep. It was his wife's eldest son who saw the fire in the house.
The box up reading a newspaper, and your big son come home and go to change his clothes, and when he go into the building, he see fire. Just one ball of fire, woof, and he just grabbed his sister and she grabbed the next child who went sleeping, and they out the house. They ain't ever save nothing. Actually, absolutely nothing they ain't ever save.
Light could not give an estimate of his losses, but said in addition to his property, he lost all his household appliances. He was not pleased with the efforts of the Guyana Fire Service in putting out the fire.
Actually, when I come, the fire truck was here, because they passed me in Friendship coming up, they was right here. They no water, they just must spray like 2 seconds of water and that's it. They go back for water. When they come back, the pump can't start. They send for the next fire truck from Mary. The same thing. So they must bear no, there is so-called fire service, I asked the chief, I said, "You could tell me what really all about it." Because you could see this shop when I come was on fire. And the man standing right there, and then the shop gets some water by recently for completed. Everything burned.
An investigation is on the way to determine the origin of the fire. More news after this break.
Hey, looky there. Let me go techie boots.
Boots? No, man, I ain't gonna get locked up teeth in them big stinky 30-second boots. Plus, it can be more cheaper online. And don't got my favorite color, pink. Let me go along.
Online shopping. Cheaper, faster, better. Passback.
Breaking news alert. Don't be scammed or fooled by top brand imported mattresses. The imported mattress has a 320 coil count. Comfort Sleep mattresses have 416 coils. Top brand imported coil thickness is 1 millimeter. Comfort Sleep mattresses, 2 millimeters. Top brand imported spring size is 55 inches by 75 inches. Comfort Sleep, 58 inches by 78 inches. Top brand imported protection mats are of poor quality and very thin. Comfort Sleep mattresses use a 780-gram protection mat. The top brand imported mattresses use a thinner foam. Comfort Sleep uses a wider and thicker foam. Don't waste your hard-earned money on a poor quality imported mattress. Buy quality. Buy Comfort Sleep mattresses.
Welcome back.
The police are investigating the death of a young businessman in the mining town of Linden, which occurred yesterday afternoon. A release from the police today said the businessman, Romel Edson Gomes, called Eddie, was killed inside of his business place sometime around 17:30 hours. According to the police, their investigation revealed that Gomes and two suspects were seen arguing inside of the shop he operated. A short while later, a loud explosion was heard, and soon after, the suspects were seen fleeing from the scene in the victim's motor car bearing license plate number PVV 2057. The car was parked in front of the man's shop. The police said Gomes was discovered in a pool of blood and his hands bound in front and a kerchief tied around his mouth. He was rushed to the Linden Hospital where he was pronounced dead on arrival. A spent shell from a small caliber gun was found at the scene along with a knife with suspected blood stain. The man's bedroom was found ransacked.
A man's beer.
Breaking news alert. Don't be scammed or fooled by Top Brand imported mattresses. The imported mattress has a 320 coil count. Comfort Sleep mattresses have 416 coils. Top Brand imported coil thickness is 1 millimeter. Comfort Sleep mattresses, 2 millimeters. Top Brand imported spring size is 55 inches by 75 inches. Comfort Sleep, 58 inches by 78 inches. Top Brand imported protection mats are of poor quality and very thin. Comfort Sleep mattresses use a 780-gram protection mat. The Top Brand imported mattresses use a thinner foam. Comfort Sleep uses a wider and thicker foam. Don't waste your hard-earned money on a poor quality imported mattress. Buy quality. Buy Comfort Sleep mattresses.
Prospective homeowners, the Central Housing and Plan Authority invites you to their open house event starting Friday, March 9th through March 23rd, 2018. Come down to Perseverance East Bank Demerara Housing Scheme and have a look at our move-in ready, stylish, modern, and affordable duplexes. Our homes afford you endless opportunities to create lifelong memories. So be sure to visit our open house event as we continue to
open minds while opening doors.
Let's tell you now, retired Commissioner of Police Silal Pusod told the Donald Trotman-led Commission of Inquiry into the murder of 8 miners at Lindo Creek that he believes the notorious criminal Rondell Feynman Rollins gang was responsible for the killings. Pusod was crime chief 8 years ago when the massacre took place. Asked by the commission why there was no coroner's inquest held into the killing of the miners, Pusod said the police's contribution to the inquest was always based on the advice of the DPP.
No, my experience is only when there is uncertainty as to who is responsible for the individual's death, then we get a coroner's inquest. When there is certainty, there is prosecution, except in cases where the DPP would have, for one reason or another, instructed that there be no prosecution.
For years, family members of the dead miners were looking for closure since both the police and the Feynman gang were fingered in the killings. That's a wrap for this edition of News in Depth. Do join us again tomorrow for another edition.